Hi, this is Sean from AJJ, answering your questions from the 1-877 WASTOIDS hotline.
What's up, AJJ? This is Sean calling from Ypsilanti, Michigan. Listen, I'm just dying to know, would you rather have a dog with human hands or a cat with a human face? Both animals are their respective intelligence. The dog is as smart as a dog. The cat is as smart as a cat. They don't talk, etc. What would you rather have? Thanks. Bye.
Hello, fellow Sean. I would rather have a dog with human hands because I am very allergic to cats.
I'd rather have a cat with a human face than a dog with human hands. Because while the cat with the human face is incredibly unnerving, I feel like the lack of thumbs is the only thing that keeps dogs from ruining our houses.
I would prefer to have the dog with the human hands, because I think seeing the human face on a pet would be far too disturbing for me on a daily basis. So I'll take the dog.
Well, I think that a creature as smart as a dog with human hands would not only be a monstrosity, but would have the potential to ruin the world. So I'm going to have to choose the cat with a human face.
Hi, I'm Riley from Southern Illinois, and I wanted to ask you guys, out of either this album or all of your albums, what was your favorite music video to work on and why? Thank you.
Favorite music video to work on probably was the Goodbye Oh Goodbye video. Because so much of it was just an incredible comedy sketch that I had nothing to do with and could just watch a bunch of good people do good things. It was also one of the most nerve-wracking because I've never taken something so simple so seriously.
Well, thanks for the question, Riley. I would have to say one of my favorite music videos to work on was, I think, maybe the first music video we made, which was for Gift of the Magi 2, Still Magian. That was conceived and directed by Andrew Seward, who was the bass player for Against Me. We were playing a show in Gainesville where he lived, and he had this whole concept of filming us running along and being attacked by some of our friends. Yeah, I don't know, it was all shot in one take. We got cream pies in our faces at the end of the video. I don't know, it was super fun and spontaneous, but also, so the video itself is really fun and spontaneous, but then we realized that that cream, whenever you get smashed in the face with a cream pie, that like the cream goes everywhere. So yeah, the following couple days were a little bit uncomfortable smelling cream that had been crammed into all the nooks and crannies of our faces.
Favorite music video to work on was Goodbye Oh Goodbye, directed by Joe Staken. He just had a great idea for it. It was so much fun and so absurd doing that video that day. Just a really good memory.
Hey, Riley. Let's see, my favorite music video to work on thus far was Disposable Everything, because I got to work with my good friend Gwen, who's a really awesome puppeteer at the Great Arizona Puppet Theater, and it was third time working with this fantastic team of people led by director Joe Staken and director of photography Eric Bader. I really like those dudes, and it was the most involved in the kind of creative in the production that I've gotten to be involved in. So yeah, Disposable Everything was great. And then the other video, the previous video that we worked on with Joe and Eric was called Goodbye Oh Goodbye, and I think that's the best video we've ever made, and maybe we'll ever make. That thing was great. Cool.
Hi, this is Izzy calling from Tucson, Arizona. On Knife Man, you had the line, "I wish I had a bullet big enough to fucking kill the sun." And now on Baby Panda, you have the line about fucking the sun out of the sky till there's none of it left. I was curious what other methods you all would use to kill the sun. Personally, I'd want it broken into bits with, like, a planet-sized sledgehammer, but I wanted to know what you would do. Thanks. Go Suns.
Go Suns. Hi, Izzy. Yeah, fucking the sun out of the sky seems very hot. But I think I would want to kill the sun with a freeze ray.
I would eat the sun and absorb all of its power.
To kill the sun, I would like to eat it. I would eat the sun.
Go Suns. Thanks for the thoughtful question. I know that a lot of people in the desert fantasize about destroying the sun, and clearly it's the inspiration for a lot of art. If I had to destroy the sun, I'm not really sure about how this would work, but I suppose we would wrangle another star to go head-to-head in some kind of matchup with our star. But like I said, I think that it's probably for the best that we keep the sun, at least something to, it's something that we can all agree on. It brings people together, hatred and loathing of the sun.
Hi guys, my name is Lyric. I'm a huge fan. I was just wondering, what musicians or bands have inspired you most throughout the years? Thank you.
Hi, Lyric. Couple musicians and bands that have inspired me over the years. Definitely the Pixies, the Violent Femmes. Really love. Early Modest Mouse was incredibly influential on our band and on the songs. Yeah, and lots of other stuff that I can't remember right now. It's a hard question, but a good one. Thanks.
Thank you for the question. One of my all-time favorite bands would be The Clash. I think that they embody so many things. Great songwriting, first of all. Cool politics, generally. An interesting aesthetic. But then there's a lot of other influences, as far as songwriting and that craft. I'd say, Leonard Cohen is a big inspiration when it comes to just like good, fun, danceable music. Missy Elliott is a huge influence and inspiration. And I know a lot of those things don't really seem obvious when you listen to our music, but I think that they've all kind of found their way into it, crept their way into our songs.
Inspirations. Jeff Rosenstock definitely inspired me with Bomb the Music Industry and all the quote-unquote like music-free stuff. And musically, also, I would say like Cursive and Murder by Death were the two bands that when like I was in high school, it was like, oh, you can play cello outside of an orchestra. Great. Same thing with Godspeed, You Black Emperor did that too.
Every couple years through my life, I'll be like inspired by really different things, many of which sound nothing like AJJ. But over the years, I made a little list because I knew I'd miss some. Starting from childhood, these are just like some of the big ones. Michael Jackson, Weird Al Yankovic, Smashing Pumpkins, Black Sabbath, Pantera, Slayer, Dark Throne, The Beatles, Pink Floyd, Philip Glass and the Minimalists, Miles Davis, Bright Eyes, Flaming Lips, Magnetic Fields, Leonard Cohen, Kate Bush, John Mouse, Jay Retard, Talk Talk, Meat Puppets, Sun City Girls, Young, John Alice Coltrane, and in recent years been really inspired by Can and the Mighty Coil and all of those related projects. And I'd be amiss not to mention, like, probably the biggest influences are the musicians that I've played with over the years. So those would include Steven Steinbrink and Chase Camp, Owen Evans of Roar, James Raymer of Glow Kids, Dane Chadwick, and my current bandmates.
Has Nicolas Cage ever contacted you about your references to him?
Not yet, but we're holding out hope and fear that one day he will. Yeah.
Unfortunately, no. We have not heard from Nicolas Cage yet, but if Nicolas Cage is listening, or if anyone knows Nicolas Cage, we would love to have a chat. So just feel free to email ajjphx@gmail.com. Thank you.
No, we all have dreams. We all have dreams, don't we?
I have not heard from Nicolas Cage. I can't say if no one's heard from Nicolas Cage, but I have not. I hope he likes it, or he's unaware of it. I hope one of those two things.